Hello everyone, this is Mark Jewett from Career Services at Macomb Community College, and today we're talking about jobs in banking, opportunities for Macomb students in the banking sector, and today we have a special guest, Wendy Holmes from Comerica Bank. So why a career in finance or banking? Well, banks are where the money's at, so as I'm sure you can anticipate, there are competitive salaries and benefits in banking. The salaries are better than the national average for college graduates, and they also grow faster in finance than they do in certain other sectors. So that's definitely competitive. There's a wide range of jobs and experiences that are available. You can be client-facing or you can work in the back. Everything from running audits to client management to working as a teller. So a lot of different opportunities there. There are numerous opportunities for advancement, typically or often in banking. They will hire from within, and you'll have plenty of opportunity to grow your career. And speaking of that, they also have continuing education and community service that is encouraged. Some banks actually ask their employees to donate time and will compensate employees for days spent volunteering. So. And then, of course, there's excellent working conditions and hours. There's a reason that working banking hours or banker's hours is a thing, and that's because very often, especially on the retail end, the hours that a bank is open is not it's not available 24/7. Although that has been changing recently with more banks being open in the evenings as well. So what are the jobs in banking and what do these terms mean? So the jobs are underwriter, and that's typically working with loans, and you'll be analyzing the work of the loan, making sure that it's not overly risky. Financial analysts prepare reports, look at data, and analyze it. Commercial bankers are people that typically work with corporate clients and will manage that company's portfolio and help them develop loans and financial strategies to meet their needs. Retail bankers, these are the folks that you and I deal with when we go to our local bank branch and we talk to a teller, maybe to deposit a check or open an account with a branch manager. So there's a lot of jobs in retail banking as well. Wealth management and investing. This is the arm of the banking industry that works with clients, large or small, in terms of managing their portfolios and figuring out their financial goals and how to reach them. So at Macomb Community College, we have the ABA, that's the Associate of Business Administration. And there are programs at Macomb that fall within that category, and they are accounting, business management, entrepreneurship, and small business management, general business, global supply chain management, and then hospitality management and marketing. The majors that will go into banking specifically are accounting, business management, and general business. I mean, any of these will get you the classes that you need in order to transfer into a program at a university. That'll get you a bachelor's degree that can lead into a career in banking. But the ones that are designed more to get into finance and banking are accounting, business management, and general business. Accounting is important to banking as it's the finance or the mathematics of money. So obviously that is the bread and butter of many bankers' lives. So it's important to take those classes. So at this time, let's go ahead and go to our conversation with Wendy Holmes from Comerica Bank, who has lots of good advice on careers in finance and also specifically how to get a job at Comerica Bank, which is pretty cool as they are one of the larger banks in the Metro Detroit area. Hey, joining us today, we have Wendy Holmes from Comerica Bank. Wendy, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and your experience with Comerica?
Hello, thank you, Mark. I'm really happy to be here. I am the diversity market consultant for Comerica Bank. I've been with Comerica for almost 4 years. I currently support the bank's diversity, inclusion, and equity initiatives, and as well as overseeing the programming for our employee resource groups, as well as diversity recruitment.
Okay, excellent. Thanks. So we're talking today about jobs in finance, and we've got a great a guest with us today. So for students that are interested in careers in banking, what advice would you give them in terms of majors, courses, and professional focus that can get them into Comerica?
Yeah, that's a great question. So, when you're thinking about pursuing careers in banking, you need to really focus in finance and accounting as majors. Those are probably the best to pursue if that's the route that you want to go in. I would also encourage taking accounting classes as soon as you are able to, because most of our internships look for completion of at least one or two accounting classes, and I think that is pretty much kind of the norm across the board, although I can't speak for everyone else. And lastly, I would also recommend joining a student group that focuses on finance and accounting or business, and try to gain some type of leadership position at some point where you're a member of that group. That also helps as well.
Great tip. I like that. So student group and especially student leadership.
Yeah,
Yeah, cool. So what about non-business degree students? So you talked about accounting and finance, but what opportunities exist for them with Comerica?
Yeah, so if you aren't quote unquote a business student, Comerica actually has a really strong IT department. So if you're majoring in information systems or a computer science major, we do have positions in those fields. We also have some positions in our human resources department. So if you're pursuing an HR degree, we have some positions there. And we also have, administrative type positions as well as cost center positions, which we are currently recruiting for now.
Great, great. Maybe I'll be able to share the link to those positions at the end of the video.
We would love that.
Fantastic. What about internships? You had mentioned internships. So what kinds of students are you looking for internships, and what are the specific requirements for those internships for Comerica?
Yeah, very good question. So currently the internships that we offer, you do need to be in a bachelor's program and be at least a junior with at least a 3.0 GPA. And as I had mentioned earlier, have at least two accounting classes are pretty much the basic requirements. Some additional things is basically kind of what I mentioned earlier. If you're in a student group, involved in a student group, if you have some type of leadership position within that group, as well as previous internships are always helpful as well.
Okay, great. So if I'm a finance or accounting major, credit analyst and commercial underwriter are two pretty common jobs for someone hiring into a career with Comerica. What are the differences between those two?
Yeah, that's a very good question. You have some very good questions. So really the main difference is really the career track. So people that pursue a credit analyst position are going to be more individuals that enjoy being more public facing. You're going to be dealing with clients more so and interacting with them. And that particular position, the track would lead more so to like a relationship manager or a portfolio manager. However, a commercial underwriter position is someone who maybe isn't really comfortable kind of interacting with clients on a regular basis. They're more of a numbers-driven person, and focusing on figures and being very detail-oriented. The path of a commercial underwriter is usually a commercial underwriter manager or credit administration officer.
What? You mean not everyone is comfortable being client-facing and being face-to-face with people all the time?
Not everyone, and that's the beauty of these type of positions is that you don't have to be an extrovert to work in banking.
Okay, excellent. Thank you. Describe Comerica's commitment to making a difference in and around Metro Detroit, and then do employees have an opportunity to engage with Comerica's community mission?
Yes, so we are really, really committed to our community. It's actually one of our pillars. We actually have a a position that is totally focused on community volunteerism, social impact. Our employees take various opportunities to work in the community. Last year, we logged in over 60,000 volunteer hours.
Wow.
For the company. Yes.
That's fantastic.
It is definitely something that we are committed to. We have partnerships with United Way, Michigan Humane Society, Salvation Army. We also provide financial education to low-income communities in Detroit.
I love that. That's fantastic. Really making a difference.
Yeah, we try to. That is one of our mantras, is to really stay connected to the community that we serve.
Okay. So how could somebody who's looking for a career in banking or a job at Comerica differentiate themselves from other applicants and improve their chances of actually getting hired?
Okay, great. So I would say that experience always helps. What I would also encourage is to always read the job description when you're applying for these particular jobs, and tailor your resume to what the requirements specify in the position.
Always.
I noticed that that's one thing that, I think a lot of people drop the ball on, is doing that. And it takes a little bit extra work to do that, but it makes a lot of difference, because, when people are skewing your resume, they're looking for those key words, those things that apply to the position. And, sometimes if you forget it, even if you have the experience, sometimes you'll kind of get overlooked. So I would highly encourage that, as well as, again, any extracurricular type things that you can also note on your resume as well.
Okay, awesome. So put in a little bit of that extra work on the resume and it'll pay big dividends on the back end.
It helps. It certainly helps.
Yeah,
yes.
Great. All right, so anything else that you wanted to discuss or words of advice for Macomb students?
I would just say stay positive. Always look for opportunities to improve your skills. And one key thing is always find opportunities to network. You always hear about the six degrees of separation. You never know who knows who knows who knows who.
Mm-hmm.
That always helps too when you're looking for positions, because if you can get a referral from someone on the inside, that sometimes can at least help you get the interview. It might not necessarily guarantee you the job, but sometimes it is about who you know. It helps sometimes.
Yeah, well, it's what you know and who you know.
Yeah, that's true too.
So, great. Thank you very much. I appreciate you taking a few minutes and spending some time with us today. I know we're all busy. And have a great day. I really do appreciate you taking the time.
You too, Mark. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much for taking a few minutes out of your day to learn a little bit more about jobs and banking for Macomb students. If you want to learn more about this, you can check out Macomb's programs at macomb.edu, or learn more about careers at Comerica at careers.comerica.com. Take care. Don't forget to subscribe for more information and videos on career services or Macomb Community College, and hope to see you again.